Hey, my name is Nikke and welcome back to your weekly Gacha recap, a video series where I go over the latest news, pre-registrations, test phases, new releases, everything that happened in the Gacha genre over the course of the last week in one easy to digest format. Hey, if you weren't already aware, I have a Gacha review channel called Sticks Players where I deep dive into Gacha games, new and old. If you weren't already, consider subscribing to that channel, hitting a little bell notification, that way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post, and I post every Sunday. We have a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right in. King of Fighters AFK has opened pre-registration. If you pre-register right now, according to the Google Play Store, you can get up to 3,000 free polls. So you'd never have to spend a single cent in the game ever. That's pretty incredible, although it is also done by Netmarble, so I would strongly urge you to steer very clear of that. Girls Frontline has announced their end of service, although not necessarily in the way you'd think. Announcement of the suspension of service of Girls Frontline and subsequent arrangements. Since a public beta on May 20th, 2016, Girls Frontline has been with the commander for more than 8 years. During this period, we have witnessed a commander grow from a young rookie who just joined Griffin to a leader who strategizes in large-scale battles. Thanks to the commander's suggestions, we have been continuously optimizing and becoming better. Thank you for your love and support for Girls Frontline for a long time, but today, we have to announce a difficult decision to everyone. Since a cooperation agreement between Chengdu Digital Sky Technology Co. Limited, the national service partner of Girls Frontline, and us will expire on December 31st, 2024. Based on the version number released, reasons constrained by the agreement, the national service version of Girls Frontline will stop the game service in mainland China from 10 a.m. on December 31st, 2024. They have been doing their best to promote the renewal. After many rounds of negotiations, they have failed to reach an agreement. Thus, they have to shut down. This is very concerning given the bulk of revenue for Girls Frontline actually comes from China. I don't think global is necessarily enough to sustain the company overall. I do believe they are, however, trying to find a new publisher for within China. I do genuinely wish them the very best in that regard. There was also a follow-up Discord message that was released. Hello, commanders, this is the more concise announcement. Please forgive prior vague statements made given the office hurdles. Due to the unfortunate situation with business over in the mainland China version of the game, it's understandable that fears of end of service will affect other servers. We have to repeat, activity will proceed as normal for the English server and other foreign servers, and only the Chinese servers will be experiencing a temporary suspension of service. So they do know this is temporary. They are attempting to work through their issues and find a publisher for China, global, and everywhere else. Every non-Chinese version of the game is going to remain fully functional and fully online. Speaking of Girls Frontline, Girls Frontline 2 has confirmed that the closed beta test recruitment phase has ended as of October 31st. As of October 9th, they will be sending out official invitation emails to commanders who have obtained test qualifications via the email address provided in their questionnaire. The test phase begins on the 10th and lasts through the 19th. I'm very excited for this. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius has officially shut down globally. Anyway, as of October 30th, 2024. This is a sad day for Exvius players. I know there were plenty of you out there. Konosuba Fantastic Days has announced that they are ending their service on January 30, 2025. They also confirmed that there is going to be a limited offline version available to be released after the end of service. I love when gacha games do this. I think this is the right route to take. It doesn't really require any additional investment from you, not really much more work, but you get to reward players who have stuck with you for months or years. Keeping their good faith means that when you release your next gacha game, they trust you. Losing player trust is the worst thing a company can do. The King of Fighters ALLSTARS has now, as of the last 72 hours, officially shut down. Starseed Asnia Trigger has officially launched. This is a Korean gacha game, if I recall. There was a degree of degeneracy surrounding this gacha game. I think I'm going to stream it periodically over the course of the next week before I do a full dedicated video on it. However, if you're interested in playing, now's the perfect time to, because you can apparently log in every day and get a ton of free polls. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. Speaking of gacha games that are coming out or have just come out, Haze Reverb has announced that they are officially launching on the 6th of November, which is just a few days from now. This is the Giantess or Gigantus or whatever they're called gacha game with the super big, very enormous, massive, gigantic, monolithic waifus. Aether Gazer has officially released their PC client after I feel like it has been 2 years. We have been waiting forever for this. Finally, we have it. I did a dedicated video on it. I actually got sponsored to do a dedicated video on it. That was awesome. Path to Nowhere has been censored. This is a ridiculous censor, absolutely ridiculous. But thankfully, this was not concerning the global version of the game. This was censored within China. I do not believe we as global players are going to have to concern ourselves with it. This does not affect us, and I don't believe it will affect us. Fingers crossed. Who knows what could happen when China is involved. Speaking of censorship and Path to Nowhere, Snowbreak has been hit by the same censor wave. Yeah, as degenerate as Snowbreak is, numerous different gacha games have been hit by this same issue. I don't know why they waited right until the end of 2024. Maybe they had like a censorship quota they had to meet, and they're like, oh hey, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to hit Snowbreak and Path to Nowhere. Again, I do think this is, well, actually, I think this specifically does affect global, but I believe there is a workaround, like a little file edit that you can do to make the character outfits uncensored. Now, I don't want to spread misinformation here, so I am just saying that I believe this affects global Snowbreak. I don't believe it affects global Path to Nowhere. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have the exact specifics here due to both of these being in Chinese and Google Translate not being the most accurate. Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains is officially launched under apparently another publisher. I thought this was a terrible gacha game when I played it, and this is equally as terrible now. It's just a different person publishing, different studio publishing. Gran Saga Global has announced that they had to delay their early access by an entire week. Now the game will be launching on November 6th. I'm gonna be streaming this when it releases onto Steam because I want to play this on the Epic Game Store. I hate the Epic Game Store, it's a trash platform. So I'll be streaming this on November 13th. I'll be streaming Haze Reverb on November 6th, probably. Yggdra Rebirth has confirmed they are shutting down December 26, 2024. There's a lot of cute looking characters, so I'm not sure why that's shutting down. I know that, well, other than the fact that this game is already shut down before and is probably planning their third relaunch now. Magic Chronicle Isekai RPG has confirmed that their servers shut down on October 29th. That's sad. I've never heard of the game before, but I mean, it's still sad. Sengoku Blade Dolkai is shutting down on November 25th, 2024. I feel like this video has had like 8 gacha games already announced they're shutting down. That's crazy. Infinity Nikki has announced that they are holding the PS5 closed technical playtest recruitment. The recruitment began on the 27th and actually ended on the 1st of November. The test phase in specific is going to be happening very soon. I could not find a release for it, a window for the test phase on the PS5, but I'm sure if you follow them over on Twitter, they'll keep you up to date with it. Nikke, my #1 favorite gacha game, not only just released their 2nd anniversary, not only is providing players with roughly 200 entire pulls in free SSR characters, but also surpassed 45 million downloads worldwide. And we got another 10 pull for free for that. I have an upcoming video from my stream that I did where I'm going to show you firsthand what 1,000 pulls look like in Nikke. I've been saving up for this anniversary event all year. I've not done a single pull since I obtained Crown. My God, suffice it to say, it was not a great experience for me. And finally, Wuthering Waves version 1.4, When the Night Knocks, is officially releasing on November 14th. The artwork for this looks absolutely incredible with Camellya, Encore, Zheja, both male and female rover, the new little raccoon girl, Yinlin, Chongli. Dude, this is going to be big. I actually have a video on this that I posted earlier today or yesterday as of when this video goes live. I strongly urge you to go ahead and check that out because they released a teaser trailer with it too with Camellya. Oh my god. Now that is everything that happened in the gacha genre over the course of the last week. Hopefully you're up to date. Hopefully we have something to look forward to or to play. Hey you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are gonna be on screen in just a moment and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.